There are a few things I want you to start doing every day. I only have you programmed doing this twice a week in the movement program. However, it's really important that we start giving our feet some feedback. So our feet are just like our hands in terms of function. They have all these nerves and all these proprioceptors that are waiting to receive feedback. And because of shoes and being locked up in them all day, we no longer get that afferent feedback that is necessary to maintain proper motor control. So everything starts with our feet. The first joints that we have in contact with the floor and with the ground and gravity and everything begins with our feet and all the joints in our feet. So what we want to do is just try to start creating some stimulus on the bottom of your foot that we're probably not used to having anymore because of us being locked up in shoes all day. So just like our hands need feedback and we can do all these cool things with our hands and our fingers, imagine just wearing gloves all the time. Our hands would probably be pretty pathetic, right? So all I want you to do is grab some type of ball. If you have one, if you don't, that's okay too. And I want you to start rolling out the bottom of your foot and just trying to get some feedback into the bottom of the foot. You might feel that there is some really tight areas or that it's not too bad at all. You can find an area in the foot that's kind of crappy and gunky. You can move your feet around. There's really no rules. I just want you to start creating some feedback and some stimuli in the bottom of that foot. You can find something a little bit harder, like a lacrosse ball. Doesn't really matter. You can even find rocks and just step on rocks and get some feedback that way. There's really no rules here. And if you don't have anything, that's cool too. Just massage your feet with your hands. Find areas that stink, pull back into your own feet. Move your feet around. You get the idea. I don't really care what you do, just try and create a stimulus on the bottom of the foot. Other things you can do, movement-wise, is just put your foot flat on the ground and try and identify different muscle groups. So trying to keep your 4 other toes down while bringing your thumb up and holding. Come right back down. Reset. You're gonna do the same thing on the other side of the toes. So you're gonna keep your big toe down and try and bring the other toes up. You'll notice it's a little more difficult for me. You'll see what's difficult for you. And if you can't get any separation or lift your toes off the ground, that's cool too, because the intention is still there, and over time you'll create some change. You can even interlock your fingers in between your toes, trying to create some separation. Squeeze into your own hands, try and go against your own hands. I don't care, just spend some time trying to generate some feedback into your feet. There's nerves and dermatomes that attach from all the way to the bottom of your foot and move into your SI joint in your low back and all the way up into your occipital area in your cervical spine. So there's a lot of feedback that needs to be said and learned to the bottom of your feet for motor control and for proper movement mechanics.